Hello. Hey, to Blood Moon Oracle. Today we're going to take a look at the energy coming in next week, Christmas week. For those of you that celebrate Christmas, you may see it as the winter solstice. You may see it, a time for Kwanzaa, Diwali, right? Whatever it is, whatever season it is for you, we're going to take a look at the energies coming out. We're using a couple of different oracle decks, my Star Tarot and my White Sage for clarification. We're also using the Animal Spirit Oracle deck and then my Mushroom Spirit Oracle deck. Um, the Animal Spirits talks a little bit in terms of inspiration for you individually. The Mushroom sometimes points more to a medicinal type of message being applied spiritually. And so, yeah, let's see what comes out for us. And my Star Tarot is one of my starting decks that I've been using since I started dabbling in tarot. Very beautiful illustrated deck. And so, yeah, that's what we'll be using today. I hope you guys are well. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Blood Moon Oracle is the station, the channel. My name is Leticia. I hope you all are well. And I think this season brings a lot of joy. Christmas is usually a very sensual season, usually a sensual season. My tongue's been being tied lately. But it's a very sensual season where you get to enjoy the different lights, the colors, the smells, the warmth of the season. Even the interaction seems a little bit warmer around this time of year. Some would attribute that to religious rituals and practices. Others would just say it's a time, I think, look at things become a little bit more colder climately. It begs us to move closer for the warmth energetically and spiritually. But however you look at that, like, I'm cool with that. However you look at it, we all are coming from different perspectives, different walks of life. And so there's a message that I posted from yesterday, a very passionate discussion with a beautiful spirit by the name of Empress Sankofa. If you have not, go take a look at that message. It's a discussion around encouragement for women to take care of themselves better so that they can live their best life, okay? We were created to live life like it's golden, like Jill Scott said. Um, there's some things we need to do, though, in order to ensure that that can happen not only for ourselves, but for those coming after us. So go take a look at that. Warning, warning, before you go. It is, prepare yourself because, there are some very um, interesting topics that we bring up. I may even lose some people, but that's okay. If it's not for you, that's okay. Go to the next message. It's for somebody though. And even if you're not able to swallow the whole message, like we talked about lots of different things, lots of different perspectives. Eat the meat and throw away the bone. Take what's for you and leave the rest. No hard feelings. And so I invite you to go over and take a look at that. Comment, let me know what you think. If this is something for you, if it's not for you, no need for negative comments. Just keep it moving. So let's take a look here as we look at the energy coming out for next week. The energy for next week. The energy for next week. Next week is going to be a busy week. Energetically, I'm speaking. A busy week energetically. We have the Hangman coming out, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups. A major arcana. There could be some major lessons being delivered to us, or just some major unfoldings in life in this season. Two aces come out in your response, how you are handling it, how you're receiving it, how you're responding to it. Two aces. Let's see what else comes out for the energy next week. These are my favorite cards. They're just big. They're big on the hands, for my hands anyway. And then what's coming towards you next week? What's coming towards you next week? And next week could be a big week for many different reasons. Like I said, not everybody is celebrating Christmas. Not everybody is celebrating winter solstice. Like we're all experiencing different things possibly on this week. However, I do feel like it's going to be a highly interactive week. Let's see why. We are living in desperate times. I'll say that. Um, and it's the type of desperation that really can't be dismissed or avoided. It almost feels like it's like right in your face. Um, what is the overall energy this week from the Mushroom Spirit deck? The overall energy next week, Spirit. Please and thank you. The overall energy next week. And then the ending message for my viewers today. We're pulling from the Animal Oracle deck for the ending messages. Smile. There's a smile for me. The ending messages. None is coming out, so I'm going to choose some. Okay, the Starfish Spirit and the Deer Spirit. Ooh, that Deer Spirit is hitting hard. Immediately when I get that, when I saw this card, it reminded me of this movie that Julia Roberts played in about the end of time, where everything just stopped working. Everything electronical or connected to the web stopped working. However, things that were like the Teslas were all still working in a way that would send them to like a self-destructive mode. I forget the name of that. End of days, end of time, something like that. That's what that brought out to me. Like I was saying, getting the energy of this unshakable feeling of desperate times, something like that. But let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for stopping by again. And so the overall energy of the reading comes out with a couple of oracle cards from our Mushroom Oracle deck, our Mushroom Spirit deck. The first energy is the common puffball. It looks like cotton. That's why I said cotton, but it's called common puffball. It looks like it's secreting some kind of fume or toxin. Something about possibly holding on to something that may be toxic that needs to be let go because whatever it is could be unaliving you, or it could possibly have that potential. There's something that is poison, possibly, which is the reason why it needs to be let go. That's the name of this card, Let Go, and it's a number 13. That could be significant. 13s are significant in the number series. It actually is the next number after the 12, which is considered a completion, right? We call that the dozen. The 13 is like the extra weight. But there's something about that that could be significant. And then interestingly, we have the next number, the 14, almost like Spirit is saying, move on, right? This may have been on your path, but let's go, let it go, move on. You were not meant to stay here. There's something that possibly that you learned in this season, but it was not where you were supposed to stop and stay. It was just part of the journey, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. And Spirit may be asking someone through a series of events this week to let go. Let go. Spirit is saying, let go. Just release. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody being drugged. Somebody being drugged in a car. You know how somebody, you could be talking to somebody, maybe having a heated argument, and the person's like, well, I'm leaving, right? And they take off, and the person standing outside of the car is like, no, you're not. We're not done with this conversation. And so he grabs onto the door of the car, and the person takes off anyway. And this person is still holding on and just kind of being drugged by the car. The Spirit is saying, let go. Like, why are you holding on? You're just causing yourself more drama, more damage, more harm by holding on when all you have to do is let go. And so, yeah, that, I feel like that's the message coming out in this picture. There's something that's being released, that even when we talk about when we're breathing in, right? When we go to exhale, that's letting go of what has been inhaled, right? There's something here about Spirit letting you know you need to let something out, let something go. What is it that needs to be put down? Maybe we need to put those down so that we can grow roots somewhere else. Yeah. The other card that came out is Amethyst Deceiver. Interesting, right? Amethyst Deceiver, it's a number 14. This could have something to do with the color purple. Now, amethyst is a crystal that actually is a very popular crystal. And the amethyst crystal, I'm being guided to get information. I think the amethyst actually taps us further into our intuition. It provides um, a level of, like, it helps us to concentrate. It's part of the quartz family. It brings in calmness, clarity, and spiritual protection. That's what I was feeling too, protection. Acting as a bridge to higher consciousness helps us to concentrate. And it's purple, so it's linked to the upper chakra, like the crown chakra, for enhanced intuition, focus, and helping you to connect to your higher self, to your source as well. And it has been known to guard against toxicity or intoxication and negativity, and to actually bring out or purify, right? Holding wisdom, power. The purple connects to royalty, royal power across cultures for that color. It can be used medicinally to quiet the mind and to promote sleep and rest, also to facilitate, again, inner peace and spiritual growth. Now, there's another word that changes that energy: deception, deceiver, amethyst deceiver. And this is talking about deception. So this week may be about something that, is not on the up and up, that's coming to let you know things may not be what they seem to be. Like, you may be seeing things from uh, the wrong way, or there's some type of deceit in the mix that will be appearing before you this week. Now, not all deception is bad, right? It could be a blessing in disguise, right? And it may not be something overtly or conscious. This could be us deceiving ourselves about something that we'll find out, oh, well, I was wrong about that, or I was looking at that in the wrong way. Is there something that you may not be allowing yourself to see because you haven't really looked at it? You haven't really looked at it, or maybe you just don't want to look at it. This could be kind of like a trickster, someone who talks a good game. I'm getting the Knight of Cups, someone who is a good talker, has a silver tongue, who can talk you into circles, right? But at the same time, there's something in, making you see what you have not seen or what is not seen. Is there something or someone in your life that's, changing right before your eyes, kind of like that chameleon spirit, that chameleon energy, or something that you didn't really perceive correctly? There's something that you may need to take a closer look at. This week may provide an opportunity to do that. If there has been something that's been kind of puzzling that you've been trying to figure out, that clarity may come in this week and allow you to see it clearly. This could also be about prejudice, like making an assumption about something or someone that um, limits your understanding or blocks your interest, when actually it may be something that may be of a considerable amount of significance for you. So that could go either way. Let's jump in and find out what is happening with these two energies. Common puffball, talking about letting go, and then amethyst deceiver, talking about deception. So the cards that come out in the energy for this week is the Hanged One, which is really the Hanged Man energy. We have the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups. And I do feel like this energy talks about making a decision, finally deciding that something is absolutely over. You've moved on, or you are moving on, right? That's the energy I'm getting. The Eight of Cups talks about moving towards something higher, set up higher, something that's going to cause you to reach and grow and expand past where you are right now. You may have determined that there's really nothing in the current situation that can help you to grow. But this comes in as a surprise or bringing some level of destruction. I want to say not necessarily destruction, but it may be a tower moment for someone. This may ruin someone's plans or put a crack in someone's foundation and cause them to have to rebuild. Um, And so this is the energy I'm feeling here. We are going to clarify here. So let's do that. We're going to start with clarifying the tower. What is this tower moment coming in this week for my viewer? What is the tower moment coming in this week? How many cards? Let's try it again. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. No, nope, that was right. The Two of Cups in reverse. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this seems like it could be something that was expected to move quickly when actually it came to a halt. Someone expected something to happen in a different way, but I almost feel like there's like something here that was deceptive. And it could be the way someone was looking at something, maybe just didn't have the right idea, or the intentions were different. The Two of Cups suggests that there is more than one person involved in your situation, and maybe you all had different outcomes in mind. Maybe you had different intentions with what it was that was expected. Someone may feel like they got trampled over, even here, because maybe someone had a clear understanding of what they wanted, the other one didn't. But that's where the tower comes in, with different expectations. That's where this Eight of Cups comes in too. Someone is moving towards higher heights, or moving on possibly. What is the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here? the High Priestess, and again, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like someone realizes what's needed. And what is needed is to move forward. The Eight of Cups, like what it is that you feel like aligns with your next level or to get you to the next level to help you to keep growing is not here. You know that with the High Priestess. Or maybe that's been revealed to you. When we look at that Amethyst Deceiver, that may be something that you have realized. And the common puffball is letting you know, yeah, it would be the right thing to just let go. Now that you realize that, right? We talk about that car situation and being drugged, right? When you just need to let go, why hold on to something that you already realize does not carry what it is that you need? Go ahead and move on and find what you need. Like, don't waste anyone's time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste anyone else's time. Why is the Hangman here? We have the Two of Wands and the Lovers, all about decisions. This, in fact, is a high level decision that will, in fact, affect everything moving forward here. There's going to be a world of difference, like night and day. If you were to stay and try to pull out, it's almost like you've already made lemonade and you've squeezed out all the juice out of this lemon. And then coming back 2 days later and trying to make some more lemonade, ain't nothing else coming. First of all, you squeezed all the juice out already. Secondly, it sat there for like 2 days. The longer it sits there, the more it dries out. There's nothing else coming out of that lemon. It's like trying to squeeze something out of a situation when there's nothing there. It's night and day. Two of Wands, Lovers. This is high level decisions. That's going to make all the difference, right? Night and day. A huge difference between staying and trying to squeeze that lemon juice out or moving forward to possibly many different options that will, align with what it is that you're looking for or needing. Let's see. And whatever it is, I feel like Spirit is just letting you know it's okay. Not like, don't lose any sleep. Don't stress yourself. Just let go. Be willing to see something for what it is and then just release it. It's just that simple. No bueno. Okay. Now, how you'll be receiving this, now I see why the aces came out. You have two of them, the Ace of Wands and you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is movement forward, new beginnings, Spirit's gift for you being willing to, take the chance on yourself and bet on yourself. We also have the Three of Swords and the Moon. There's a bit of mystery coming out here. You may not necessarily feel absolutely sure, certain. Some of this may even be painful for someone. Having to break or having to cut the cord here, whatever this is you're being asked to let go of. But with that, on the other side of that is something new. The Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities that you didn't see until you decided to let go and break free. These things didn't pop up because they were hidden, right? The difference between night and day, they were hidden in the nighttime. You couldn't see them as long as your eyes were trying to look through the dark. Now it's being revealed. I feel like this might be a sense of hope rising within your heart. You may just find yourself feeling hopeful all of a sudden and looking forward to something new, looking forward to starting something new. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands are both about action. It's about practicality in life doing. It's about opening. This Ace of Pentacles is really giving me the energy of opportunities opening up or some stepping through some type of portal that will allow you to step through. You won't have to worry about looking back. But we're talking about heart energy. So this might be how you're feeling this week. Like you absolutely are experiencing something new. It feels like you're in a new place. Have you ever had that feeling like you haven't physically moved, but there's something that happened or you made some decision and then immediately it feels like you're in a whole new experience. Like you live in the same place, sleep in the same bed, eat at the same table, but some decision you made makes you feel like you like stepped through some magic portal. into a new experience, right? And it may, in fact, be that you are able to look around and perceive things in a different way, perceive things in a new way, because you are new. You made a different choice, which shifted everything within you, including your perspective. Now you're able to see clearly. You're not deceiving yourself anymore. Doesn't mean that it's not going to be a cost emotionally, because the Three of Swords says that this could be hard for someone making this decision. It could be. There could be some disappointment that comes along with this. Maybe the person or the situation, there's something that you lose. It might be a relationship. It might be some type of resource or some sense of support or stability by being affiliated with this um, company or whatever this is. But this Ace of Pentacles is far, yeah, that's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison, because the Ace of Pentacles is the energy of not having limits. Like the Ace of Pentacles says that, oh, you thought you had it good. Well, you're about to step into a place that doesn't limit you. Like you could take this any way you want to, or as far as you want to go. How far do you want to take this? If you're willing to put in the work and learn, right? That's as far as you're willing to go. That's as far as you want to take it, right? That's the energy the Ace of Pentacles offers you. So there's not even a comparison. Now the issue comes in with us. It's with us being able to break free and let go of the old way, the old habits, the old patterns. That's where the Three of Swords come in. And then the moon just gives this sense of having a path that may not be fully illuminated yet, but the more you move forward, the more it will be, the more things will be made clear, right? You may even be trying to find out, it's like, I don't want to do it unless I know for sure. Well, you can't always have that kind of certainty. That's a part of being willing to take risks. But one thing I can say, when you look at it, like there's no comparison the way that I'm seeing it. And so you may be feeling all these things this week, as you are faced with certain options, as you actually make a choice and move forward. I feel like this is really already moving. You've already decided. And this may be like some of the different mood shifts that you'll be exploring within your heart. It'll be worth it though. This Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands lets you know, yeah, this is going to be worth it. It's going to be more than you expect. Yeah. Now, to take a look at what's coming towards you, we have the Five of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. We have the Knight of Swords. Mm-hmm. The Two of Cups. Looks what comes back around. The Two of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles. So look at this. And you over here, you better not be crying over spilled milk this week. You bet not. You feel that welling up. You listen. Don't make me warm up my backhand. Because what you are ending up with, this Two of Cups is what came out in what's happening this week, what you're walking away from. And then this is the same thing that's coming back around. Like, not only are you starting something new and entering into a space that offers more than what you're even anticipating, right? It's like, as far as you're willing to take this, this is as far as we're willing to carry you, is what Spirit is saying. This is being offered, by Spirit. And because you were willing to walk away, you end up with not only this new potential that's unlimited, these new beginnings, these new opportunities, you also end up with what you lost. Like, you haven't lost anything. You've only gained by choosing yourself, by choosing, the high road, which causes you to challenge yourself, to grow, to reach for higher, heights, for higher expectations, reach beyond what you're comfortable with. The Five of Pentacles is like going from worse to better. So whatever circumstances you are in, if you're struggling, you don't have to be struggling, right? Whatever it is, this is saying that it's increasing. You're going to have an increase to your situation with the Five of Pentacles. It's going to change for the better, right? Financially, health-wise, you may not be in a position where you're worrying all the time and always having to, fall back and fix stuff. that's, out of your control, maybe even decisions that other people are making that fall on you, right? This is being able to avoid that kind of stuff now. Now you can actually start planning for the future because you have released that extra dead weight. Okay. So this is increase coming towards you here. Also, we have a bit of clarity now, like not feeling like you're in that space of confusion, that energy for the amethyst deceiver, that very clouded energy of not knowing if you're coming or going, if you're up or down, what's going on. Like, where are we standing? There's a bit of clarity that's moving all of that unsure, that very iffy, that iffy energy. It's moving that out of the way so that you can see clear and so that you will be able to plan. I do feel that's coming in very clear with this Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes when we're in that energy, that stagnant, that very, just that deceptive energy, you can't really plan because you don't know where you stand half the time, right? You're always doubling back, checking, and but that's going away. You're coming into a time, what's coming towards you is a time that's going to be clear and concise and free of anything that was, adding extra weight in the past so that you can look forward, move forward, and plan something, plan foundationally and build on that. Something that you can plainly see and watch it as it grows, right? And not have to dabble into your investments to fix. And so there's something a little bit more stable, more sure, something that offers improvement and growth for you. And that also gives back what you lost. Two of Cups back around. And so let's see, what is the Ace of Pentacles in your heartfelt energy on this week? The Ace of Pentacles, something you've waited for. For whoever you are, you may have waited for this opportunity to end this off so that you can move forward into something more promising. The World and the Hangman comes out. Like you've waited for this ending. Or maybe you knew it was coming sometime along the way. You just had to wait for it to play out in real time, right? The High Priestess did come out down here, which says that you knew, you had some insight to this tower that was about to happen before it fell. You knew it was just a matter of waiting for it to catch up in real time. Sometimes we get messages about things that don't happen for maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years. That don't make it less true. That just means that you were given foresight, or I can even say prophecy. You could be someone who taps in like that. Okay. But there's something about you knowing before it even happened. You've just been waiting for the shoe to drop. That don't necessarily make it any less difficult to bear. But yeah, this Ace of Pentacles is your opening to something new that you've been waiting for the whole time. What is the Ace of Wands? You knew it in your heart. And so Three of Pentacles and the Strength. This is an opportunity to do something that you desire to do. And it's something that you're good at too. It's something that you're good at. It's something that puts you on the map. Whatever this is, you stand out above and beyond the average person that does this. This Ace of Wands is all about doing, creating. It could be creative energy. You could be some kind of creative. It could just be the opportunity for you to finally step out and kind of do something your way. You know, you could have been like someone who's been like the backup for someone that was running a company or doing something, and you provided the level of stability and creativity for this person to be great, right? And it may be hard for people to see you because you're the back person that supports, even though it could be really your skills that's shining up front, and then you get an opportunity to stand in the front instead of in the back and really show that this is your creation. or this is how you do it, right? It's almost like that energy. And you have maybe even spent that time in the back in some type of way. But during that time, you have mastered and cultivated this level of creativity that sets you on the map. Yeah. Whatever this is something I feel like being that this comes out in your heart, like you're looking forward to this, you're excited, this opportunity just for you. Let's see, what is the Two of Cups here coming towards my viewer? And then we're going to go ahead and get the last message. Three of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands. This is about your stability. Spirit may have been waiting for you to choose yourself. And that may be the thing that just changed the whole situation around. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles brings this sense of stability and groundedness and this sense of being able to handle what's been given or handle a queendom, just handling it really well. This could be you stepping into this energy that changes things for you. This could be someone involved in your situation if this energy is not you. If it is you, I feel like this attracts everything that you want, including partnerships, including contracts, and even soulmate energy. Spirit may have been waiting on you to step to, your power, step into your place before you can receive it. The Four of Wands brings in that energy of accomplishment in that way. But it's not just you, it's some type of group accomplishment that expands the situation. And if it is not you, if it's someone else you're talking about, this could be the person that completes the picture that's headed towards you. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn, I want to say, a Capricorn, something to do with a Capricorn here. But now, the other thing I'm getting here, this is your forever person. This Four of Wands can talk about marriage. You all may be getting married like on a beach setting. It's something very informal. I don't think it's going to be like the average type of wedding. And this person is like the missing element. It's like bringing two ingredients together that explode. That's what's going to happen here. There's going to be like a energetic explosion that changes everything. So this could be about many different things. This Two of Cups. But for someone specific, this is your forever person. Yeah. I almost feel like there could be, this energy of you just aligning yourself with this. But whatever it is that you're letting go has kept you from it. You had to let that go before this could come in, before this person could come in, before these opportunities could come in, before these doors were open, before this expansion could happen. That's what was blocking. What is the final message? And if it's not your forever person, it could be the situation, the perfect situation that changes everything, the perfect contract that you finally get, or, you running into the person that actually opens the opportunities, the doors, or there's some alignment in, contracts or coming together with the exact thing that you might have needed in the situation to get things flowing. or maybe they needed you. There's like some coming together of what was missing. So in the final message, I'm being called to start with the second card I pulled, that deer, that brought out that energy of desperation. It's a number 18, but it's all about bringing a gentle touch. And 18 turns into a 9, so we're still talking about some kind of ending. Maybe doing it gently, um, but it's all about being diplomatic, being gentle when dealing with others, right? Um, you may have found yourself in situations where negotiations are necessary in order for you both to reach your goal. But Spirit is saying to be mindful of specific things like the words that you use, um, and not to worry. Don't worry yourself about it. When we look at the deer spirit, we're being reminded that we, have this very beautiful confidence, or this is what we need to have. And we can do that, but we can also be very confident, but we can also be very humble about it while we're dealing with others. We can be very respectful as well. And so there's something here, I think something about desperation that may or may not be your energy. That may be someone dealing with you, but Spirit is saying, in as far as you are able, like handle the situation with grace. I feel like I'm talking to someone. Spirit is saying you have the ability to present yourself very calmly and very grounded and to communicate in that way, because the communication could be one that could escalate very quickly, and so this needs to be handled with grace. If you do that, then you will be successful. And, even dealing with difficult situations, you will win that person over. And maybe this will not end up being something that blows up and you walk away as enemies, right? You may find people may respect you, or even though you may not end up walking forward together with this person, you may be able to walk away with the mutual respect or with a sense of a common ground that you have, um, that is pleasing to both of you. Sometimes you just agree to disagree and you go on your way. Spirit is saying to handle the situation with grace, be careful of the type of words that you use, be confident, but also be humble and respectful as well. That there's always many different perspectives in a situation. And one of the ways that you can do that is to strive to understand the other person. Try to understand what it is that they are needing, right? Not just what you need, but try to have a well-rounded picture of what's going on with the situations that you're dealing with. And this will actually allow you to, um, you know, be powerful in a sense in this situation. And it will bring in more rewards for you in the long run. And so I feel like this is all about you understanding that this is a sensitive time. When I say a desperate time, it's sensitive for other people, right? Um, I do feel like for you, the future looks really good. I can't lie. I can't lie at all. It looks really good. That may not be true for everybody. The person that you are departing from, or the situation that you may be departing from, the company that you may be walking away from, it may not look as bright on that side. So Spirit is saying, be gentle. This isn't a time to incite anger and arguments. Even if that person is not handling you the way you're handling them, still handle it with care. This is not a time to match energy. Uh, You know, be confident, but be respectful and try to handle it with grace. I don't know if this person has the ability to be a little bit overbearing. Don't let anybody bully you into doing something that you don't want to do or that you're uncomfortable with. Stand your ground, but do it with grace. Do it respectfully. And if there is a compromise. I don't believe that there is in this situation, but if there is one, keep your head on straight, right? And so I feel like Spirit is just letting you know that this is a sensitive time. It's going to be real easy to offend. It's real easy in this season to offend. We're in desperate times. And though things may be heading in the right direction for some, that's not true of everybody. So keep that in mind with dear Spirit. And then we have number 59 may be significant. You could be 59 years old. We have starfish spirit. Starfish spirit. I don't think I've ever pulled this one before. Being open to infinite possibilities. Yeah, I think this is the first time pulling this one. Being open to infinite possibilities. Remember, we were just talking about how you're perceiving things in your heart is understanding that. The Ace of Pentacles comes out and it absolutely talks about that energy, the open-ended energy to your expansion. Like Spirit saying, however far you want to take this, listen, we're supporting you. hmm This is your show. Like, this is just the beginning to something that you get to determine how far you want to take it, how far you want to expand in this. And so we see the starfish, and it's a beautiful one too. Just spread out, fully just exposed. Looks like it might be laying in the sun, and just soaking up all of the sun that it's potentially able to. So it's open to its power to pull in potential. That may be what Spirit is asking you to do, is open up to your infinite potential. And the key to that is I can't say this enough, we are limited. The creator is not. That's the key. The key to that is connecting to your source, connecting to the infinite possibility. The opportunities that we have lies with our connection with the one that is unlimited. And so it's understanding that when we look at moving past our potential or leaving that open ended, like I'm not even gonna put an ending on it. I'm just gonna say, as far as you allow me to expand, that's as much as I'm willing to expand and grow and to go and to learn and to be open to understand. I'm not even gonna put a cap on it. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna keep learning as long as you keep sending and showing, right? So there's something about connecting to source, which is presenting these opportunities beyond anything that we could ever dream, beyond anything that we can ever imagine, and giving us this opportunity for these endless possibilities. And so Starfish is actually coming in to give us that message, to stretch past the limits of our everyday experiences and perceptions and comfort zones so that we can open up and dream bigger and allow ourselves to imagine something much greater. We're talking about having hope, having faith for miracles to happen. hmm Because right now that's shining on you. You got the star and the Ace of Wands and another star. It's shining on you right now. The question is, and I feel like you will this week, you're going to feel it in your heart, this new place that you're stepping into. When you feel that, Spirit wants you to bask in that. Allow yourself to bask in it and just sit there for a minute and allow your mind to just be open. Don't try to even control it and say, "Oh, that's too much. Oh, that'll never happen." Don't feed yourself when Spirit brings in these desires of your heart, right? Allow it to live and to breathe in your heart, in your mind, in your imagination. That's where it begins. Okay. And so the star comes in to let you know that this is your time to be open and to be inspired. This is reminding you of your potential. and not to rob yourself. Don't let nobody else rob you of it either. If you're around naysayers, matter of fact, I wouldn't even share this. I wouldn't even share it. This is a moment between you and spirit, right? The spirit is opening you up. Yeah. So allow yourself to be willing to entertain new possibilities. The things that you may have just shut down when it even popped up in your mind, you're like, oh, that's not going to happen. What? That's nice, but that could never happen to me. You shut it down before it even gets a chance to be born. This is where it's born. So for someone, spirit is just bringing you back to the understanding that it's time to let yourself dream again. Stop shutting stuff down when you have no idea what you're capable of through your connection with spirit, when you have no idea what is available to you because you haven't even allowed yourself to entertain it. Well, it's time to. Mhm. This week, a lot happening. Like I said, this is going to be a very busy week energetically. It feels like you are going to be on the right side of this. If this message resonates, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if how it resonates. Let me know as these things unfold in your mind and your heart. Listen, I'll dream with you. Because if it's one thing I love to do is to dream, honey. I'm gonna dream to the day that I die. Okay. I live more in my dreams than I do in reality. That's just a fact. So if you need encouragement or you need somebody to root you on or to um, help you open up to see something different than what you've been seeing, if you have a difficult time imagining and allowing yourself to imagine, hit me up. I always leave my email down below. Listen, I'll be a cheerleader, okay? That's what I have for you, my friends, on this next week. Lots happening other than just the regular rituals that we do every year. There's a lot being born on the inside. hmm Through the energy of the star that is birthing something new, right? Yeah, let it be born. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. My name is Leticia. Till next time, let me know how that resonates for you. I'm going to end this at 11:11. Bye.